Hi, today we learn about why floods occur. In this presentation, we learn about what is a flood, what are the types of flooding, what are its causes, what are its consequences, and finally, about the control measures. So, what is flood? Flooding is nothing but the overflowing of water onto land that is normally dry. Floods can happen during heavy rains, when ocean waves come on shore, when snow melts quickly or glaciers retreat, or when dams or levees break. Damaging floods may happen only with a few inches of water, or it may cover house to the rooftop even. Floods can occur within minutes or over a long period of time, and it can last for days, weeks, and even longer than that. Floods are the most common and the most widespread of all weather-related natural disasters. Flooding can be of different types based on the location that gets flooded. It could be near the sea coasts, which is then known as coastal flooding. River flooding can occur around the area surrounding the normal courses of rivers. Urban flooding occurs in cities where there is much construction and concretization, leading to floods when the rainfall exceeds the drainage capacities. Arroyos are nothing but creeks and streams that are normally dry and can also overflow and cause flooding on excessive rainfall. According to the duration of floods, it could be slow onset floods where it takes time to build up the flood level, or it could be quickly occurring, thereby known as rapid onset floods. Unpredictable and incredible speed of flooding is known as flash floods, which is highly destructive. Floods can occur due to natural causes like excessive rainfall, cyclonic storms near the coasts, tsunamis, rapid changes of river course. For example, the river Brahmaputra in India is known to quickly change its course, and we know it causes a lot of flooding in the nearby areas. Sediment deposition by the rivers can also make the water level of rivers rise and cause floods. This usually is a common phenomena in the lower courses of rivers where the sediment load is high. Thus, the eastern coast of India is more prone to flooding as many rivers drain onto the Bay of Bengal in the east coast. The anthropogenic or human-made causes are also quite responsible for flooding. Deforestation is one of the major causes of flooding. Trees help bind the soil and also accumulates water, thereby preventing flooding. Thus, areas where there is very less trees or is totally deforested will naturally not help bind water, thereby increasing the flooding instances. Poor management of sewerage systems in the cities causes urban floods. The changing of natural courses of rivers and streams can also cause flooding. Population dense areas means excessive concretized areas where the water seepage is low and there is a lot of water runoff. Thus, in rapidly growing urban clusters, there can be a lot of flood. For example, in cities like Mumbai and Chennai, we see every year that during monsoons there is a lot of flooding instances. International conflicts on using river waters for building dams can also cause floods as well as water scarcity in the downstream areas. The consequences of floods are fatal. Floods not only destroy valuable crops every year, but they also damage the physical infrastructure such as roads, rails, bridges, human settlements. Millions of people are rendered homeless and are also washed down along with their cattle in the floods. Frequent inundation of agricultural land and human settlement has serious consequences on the national economy as well as the society. Spread of diseases like cholera, gastroenteritis, hepatitis, and other waterborne diseases spread in the flood affected areas very quickly. Floods also make a few positive contributions. Every year, floods deposit fertile silt over agricultural fields, which is good for the crops. Floods can often be controlled by various means like constructing reservoirs in the courses of rivers. It stores the extra water at the time of flood. Such measures adopted till now, however, have not been always successful. For example, dams built to control floods of Damodar River in India could not control flood often. By building flood protection embankments also, the flood water can be controlled from overflowing the banks and spreading in nearby areas. Building of embankment on River Yamuna near Delhi has been successful in controlling the floods. The fury of flood could be minimized by planting trees in the catchment areas of rivers. Drainage system is generally choked by the construction of roads, canals, railway tracks, etc. Floods could be checked if the original form of drainage system is restored. If you found this presentation useful and informative, then don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.